My name is Jasilyn Charger. I'm from the Sharonova Sioux tribe located in Eagle Butte, South Dakota. I came here because in my own community there were things going on that I didn't like. Things going on to the youth that were affecting all of us. There were mass suicides, there was drug overdoses, there was killings, murders of youth on my reservation from drugs and depression. It was just it affected me so much that I needed to stand up and do something about it. And we created a movement, the One Mind Youth Movement, based out of my reservation to help bring more attention to our pain and to our depression, and just to help ourselves better ourselves. And after we created that movement, we learned about the Dakota Access, and they asked us to come out here. My movement came out here, and we sat down with them, and they asked us what could they do to bring more attention to the subject, because we have been plagued with the black snake, the KXL pipeline that was going to go through my reservation, and we defeated that. And they wanted our experience to help really develop and really start to create a movement against nodapl, and that was back in February 26th. And I started camping here April 3rd up at Stands with Strong Hearts camp. That was our first camp ever, and there were only 5 people in that camp. It was me, Kaylin Baldigo, Joy Brown, and Biaka Eagleman, and Joseph White Eyes. It was snowing then too, and it was hard. We had to come up here with our own money. We didn't have any funding by our tribes. We didn't have funding from anybody. We just came up here with the money of our own pocket with some snacks and a 12-pack of POC, and that was it. And we ended up staying there for 2 weeks. We didn't have any firewood. We just got as much stuff and supplies as we could, and we just thought it would take care of itself from there. And then from that point, the community really started helping us. They started feeding us. They started breaking apart their old corrals and giving us wood, and they really helped us. They really came up and they visited us every day. They came and checked on us and made sure that we were okay, because they really encouraged us and really thanked us for what we were doing, because at least someone was doing something about it. Even our own tribal members, even our own people thought we were crazy. They said that the pipeline was going to go through anyways and that we wouldn't stop it. And we kept on camping, and we brought more and more campers out, and it was just something that we felt that needed to happen. This pipeline wasn't originally supposed to go through here. It wasn't originally supposed to be here. It was supposed to go through Bismarck, but they stopped it from going through Bismarck because the environmental impact it would have on the population there, and how many people would be affected by it. It was too devastating, and so they put it on our reservation, just because it'd be a lot more convenient for them. The environmental impact statement, it's a statement that analyzes the impact of an oil break or spill, and who it will affect, where it will be going, and how much money it will take to clean up the oil spill. And it goes through all the procedures of, if the oil spill will break, what the impact it will have on the environment here, and the environments all the way down to the Gulf of New Mexico. And that's what we're trying to push here. We're trying to push here at this camp for a full analysis of an environmental impact statement, because if we get that, it will tell everybody that when this breaks, how many people it will affect, what types of damages it will affect, and it will ruin rivers. It will tell the population, it will tell media, social media, and the world that pipelines are bad, and that this isn't going to be good for us, like the corporations paint it as. It's a dollar sign to them. It's just more money, and they're going to do it at all costs, even the cost of our own lives and the future of our generations. And they don't understand that. They don't understand that oil is something we don't, it's not a necessity. We don't need it. We don't need it to survive, but we do need water, and we do need the earth, and they don't understand that. They don't understand the value of the ground. They understand the value of what's in the ground in oil. They don't understand the fruits and the vegetables and the life and the beauty that comes out of it. It's the home of the free and the land of the brave when it's not. It's stolen land and cowards that hide behind money and big corporations and police and cannons and mace. It's a total lie, and that's what we're trying to fix here. We're trying to tell them that they want to make America great again. Well, we're trying to take back our home and make ourselves great. We're trying to uplift ourselves and remind ourselves who we really are and who this land really belongs to. And there has never been justice on stolen land, and there never will be justice unless we go up there and we demand it as citizens of the United States. Because if we don't do that, we can't let this government run over us anymore. We have the power, the people have the power, and we need to stand up and we need to use that power. It says all of our rights are in the Constitution. I mean, it says power to the people, and that's who we are. We are the people, and we need to take that power, and we need to make a better future for ourselves. And that's what I'm doing as youth from my own reservation. I'm making a better future for myself and for the futures of my generation and my children and my children's children. Because 7 generations ago, our leaders were so kind to dream about me and my sister and us. We are the 7th generation, and they made sure that we had a place here, that we would survive, and that we would know who we are, and that we would remember who we were back then. And they dreamt about us, and we need to be kind enough to dream about the generations that come after us. I'm only 20 years old, and I'm going to make sure that my children have good and safe drinking water, because I don't want to sit there and explain to my child what it tastes like to drink clean water. I don't want to sit there and tell my child that we have to wait in this long line for a bottle of water. I don't want to do that. I want to stand there and I want to tell my child that I loved you so much that I stood against all odds. I stood against police. I stood against my government. I stood against everything out there that was trying to bring us down and put this pipeline in. And I did it because I loved you. I did it because I want you to have a better future than I did, to have better rights, to have better drinking water. And that's why I'm here. That's why I continue to fight. And I've been here since the beginning, and I'm going to be here till the end. And it's an amazing experience. I mean, people think we're violent. We're not violent. We're peaceful. We're prayerful. I mean, we're just a nation trying to fight for its future, trying to fight not to go extinct. Back in the day, if you weren't on your reservation, they would round you up or kill you. And now we're off the reservation. Right now we're off our reservations. We're off our prisoner of war camps, and look what they're trying to do. They're trying to put us back on our prisoner of war camps, to go home, go back to your poverty, go back to your alcoholism, go back to that. That's what they're telling us. And we're trying to make a better future for ourselves. We don't want to hurt them. We don't want to hurt anybody. Because in our culture, all life is sacred. Yours, mine, everyone's. We don't get to pick what life is sacred. All life is sacred. And we respect it. We respect everyone as our brothers. We don't want war. We don't want anybody to get hurt, because we're all brothers and sisters here. We all live on the same earth. We all breathe the same air. We're not here to hurt anybody. We're here to protect our water. We're peaceful. We're prayerful. And I think that's what scares them the most, because we have no weapons here. We're unarmed, and we are never going to stop, and we're going to keep staying here.